See, I gotta go to the world. Oh my God, she's here. Hi everyone, can you see me? Say hello if you see me. I'm not Nina. I'm not Nina. Hi everyone, can you see me? Say hello if you see me. I'm not Nina. We are broadcasting live, everyone. Hello. Okay, we're gonna wait just a second till everyone around the world gets this signal. So just everyone, hello. Hi everyone, my name is Evan. I'm so happy you're all here tonight. Just a couple of quick things before we begin. Oh my God, we're gonna have to slow that chat down. Okay, so for starters, let me just tell you that tonight Nina will be sitting right here and looking at all your chats. So everyone, let's be sure to behave and be respectful. So because we want her to do this again. Also, there are amazing prizes. We have not announced them yet, but we're going to talk about them a little bit during the show tonight. We ask different celebrities and actresses and actors for really cool prizes all the time. Tonight, these prizes are unbelievable. I think you guys are really going to like them. Probably going to be for the top 5, maybe top 10. We haven't decided yet. We're going to figure that out right now. Nina just walked off set. We got over 5,000 questions from everybody. We're going to try to answer as many as possible. Probably not going to get to all 5,000 tonight. Anyhow, I'll start with the first question everybody wanted to know is, when is she coming to like different parts of the world? So instead, why don't you go ahead and tell Nina where you're tuning in from and say hello to Nina.
Hi, how's it going, everybody? Welcome, and thank you. I'm on set right now, live from the set of The Vampire Diaries, in my dressing room, actually. And yes, in case you're wondering, that is, yeah, it's so kind of like, I'm like, oh, is that too cheesy? But I have my Teen Choice Awards hanging on the wall. Teen Choice Awards that you guys actually nominated me for and had me win, so thank you, first of all. I could only fit 2 on that wall, but I have a couple others, actually, at home hanging too. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have a few more, you know, if I'm lucky, in a couple weeks when I see you guys at the Teen Choice Awards. But yeah, that was Evan, and Evan's gonna kind of like help me out and sort of intro me to stage it, because this is very new to me. I've never done this before. But it's really, I almost swore. It's really freaking cool because I get to like hang out with you guys and talk to you, and I'm looking at the feed and all the comments, and it's like I can't read them because they're going so fast. But it's really cool. I mean, that's like a sign of how enthusiastic and how many of you there are. So, high five. Good job, guys.
And you sold out the show, which is kind of crazy.
I did sell out. You guys rock. I keep almost swearing. You guys rock. But I'm trying to keep it PG because I know some of you guys are young and I want to be a good influence. But right, yeah, we do have some really cool prizes, by the way. We have some really cool stuff. Like, can I say what? Can I say? Yeah. So I'm kind of doing like a little spring cleaning and purging of my, not the movie, but purging of my things that I've actually worn and that are mine, that are in my closet, but I'm trying to get rid so that I can make room for more. And I'd like to give some of you guys some of my stuff that I've worn a lot. And we've got shoes.
What lady doesn't like shoes?
I got some shoes here. So the top, what are they called?
Top tippers.
Top tippers are going to be getting some shoes. Some of them are really cool.
All of them are really cool.
There's a lot, actually. I have a lot of shoes to get rid of. So do we get to that point later? And of course we have this awesome little fun thing. This is me, apparently. I got it at the Super Bowl last year when I played at the DirecTV Super Bowl, and they made a bobblehead of me.
Show it up close.
I got the hair down. My face is a little different, but it's still fun. So a little somebody who's a top tipper is going to definitely get a Bobble Nina in athletic attire. So should we do some questions?
Yeah, let's do some questions. But look at your
some
top tippers.
Wow.
You want to talk about the charity tonight? It's about a charity. You want to talk about the charity?
Oh yeah. So I am associated and am an ambassador for Free the Children, which is the charity that I've been with for a really long time. I'm going to date myself a little bit, but since I was 17, I went to Africa with them and built a school, and so proceeds are going to go to Free the Children. So thank you guys for helping me out with that, and everyone abroad is going to be really grateful as well.
All right, so we have 8 million questions. I think I said 5,000, but I think it's more. So
actually, 8 million? No.
No, we don't have 8 million questions. We don't have time for 8 million questions, but maybe we'll have to do this another time. So let's just go to some questions, and we're gonna. Oh wow, people are already asking questions. Feel free to just grab any of those.
Wow,
if
yeah.
you could possibly read them, but I'm also gonna throw out some questions.
By the way, shout out to, how do you say that?
Which one? Christian.
Is it Christian?
I think it's Christian.
Christian_Hicks. Thank you.
And I gotta tell you, we were watching earlier some of these. Like,
Surf Liz 1.
Yeah.
You rock.
They were so generous. They were buying tickets for
Yeah.
other fans too, which was super cool.
Oh,
you can
that's
actually
really
do
cool.
that. Yeah, a lot of these. I think I saw
Catherine Pierce
also is buying.
Yeah.
For a lot of folks.
And Valeria, is that how you say that? Thank you, all of you guys. Annalise Fritchie, how do you say that? Fritchie?
I think you got it.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank y'all.
Oh my
God,
I've been in Atlanta for too long.
Yeah.
I'm starting to say y'all like a Southerner.
All right, so we're gonna go to the lightning round, but then we'll go back and take questions here. But we pulled some of these questions. So, Nina, what was it like the first time you saw yourself on screen?
Oh, the very, very first time I saw myself on screen was horrible, especially because like I was 15 or 16. And so you're really young and you don't really know what you look like, and I was really terrible. My first gig was terrible. I was not a good actress, so I was very hypercritical and not very stoked about it. But it's always hard. Even now, it's hard to watch yourself on screen. You're always your worst critic. You know, I am.
You, is that like listening to your own voicemail?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Or they have this thing on the app WhatsApp now, where like you can leave voice notes and then you can hear them back, and it's terrible. I hate that.
Yeah, it's horrible. I think you just got to get past that.
Yeah.
So if you did not become an actress, I should say who asked these questions. That was actually Vessi, and this one is Mr. Kaufez. If you didn't become an actress, what would you have become?
Oy, if I hadn't become an actress, I was a gymnast for a while, so I considered going that route before I had my injury. And then, now I think if something ever happened and I had to stop doing this, I would probably open up a yoga studio, or travel the world somehow. I'd probably just I'm going to take a break at some point and just travel the world and live somewhere very, very far away for a while.
That's great. Okay, what was your first audition like? Were you freaked out? Interesting.
Was I freaked out? Yeah, of course I was freaked out. I was terrified when I first started. It's a very uncomfortable, sort of odd environment to be in front of, in a room that is just like a plain room, and you have to imagine all these things, and people are sort of watching you and judging you, and it's kind of scary, and you kind of get pressure for not to get your lines wrong or be charismatic, and you definitely go through a lot of ups and downs and sort of make a lot of mistakes before you figure it out and get comfortable. I think I'm comfortable now, but that's just because I've been working for so long.
You looked comfortable. Wait, did everyone tell us where they're watching it from? I didn't see that. Did you guys not say where you're all tuning in from? Does everybody want to just sort of put their...
Yeah, I want to know where you're from. Who am I talking to? Are we anyone from Australia? I love Australia. And I know I've never been to Brazil, but I know that everyone from Brazil, I see your tweets, trust me, you guys are awesome, and your support is insane.
Here it comes. London, Tampa.
It's going so fast, I can't even.
Oh, God, France. I saw France, Portugal, Scotland.
France, Portugal. I saw Dubai.
Belgium.
Whoa, Dubai. France,
yeah, Poland,
Virginia, Portugal.
Wisconsin, Oregon.
Mexico.
Denmark,
Oh, my
Germany.
God, it's going so fast.
I think I saw Australia.
I saw Canada, Ohio.
Oh, my God.
Italy.
Did I see Penn State?
I don't
New
know.
Jersey?
Oh, God. I
Italy,
can't even
Italy,
keep
Washington,
up.
D.C. I saw Lebanon.
Israel. I saw Israel.
Oh, it's so funny.
Egypt. Texas. I saw China, I think.
California.
I saw New Jersey.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Missouri. Finland. Brazil again. Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, Atlantonians. Michigan. Pennsylvania.
Romania.
Ooh.
Mexico.
Hello, Romania.
I think it's safe to say there's people all over the world watching.
Bonjour tout le monde, ça va? That's for the Frenchies. Florida, Arizona, Connecticut, Germany. French, oui, c'est vrai. Je parle français. Turkey, wow, you guys are staying up so late. Thank you. I hope you don't get in trouble if you're young. Make sure the volume's low enough so that your parents don't hear that you're still awake.
Okay, throwing out. Wow, this is Croatia.
Bulgaria.
Ecuador.
Zdrasti, Bulgari. Как сте? That's Bulgarian.
I figured that.
He looked at me with little crazy eyes like, what was that?
Favorite food? Do you have a favorite food?
My favorite food? I think it's safe to say that every food is my favorite food because, I'm a foodie and I love flavors of every kind. I like cooking, so I definitely love sushi. You know, I love sushi. I love Mexican food. I love Mediterranean food because Bulgarian food is kind of like Mediterranean food.
Lesbian food. Interesting. Wait, so let me tell you this. We got a lot of questions. I'm assuming you probably cannot answer any of these, but everybody sort of wanted to know.
Hi, Moscow, Wisconsin. Turkey. Albania. Hi, Ireland. Albania. Ireland.
Oh my God, Venezuela, you really are
Russia.
famous. You're famous.
What? No.
You're well known.
No, I just have a lot of friends all over the world.
Vegas, finally. Vegas.
You're hilarious.
So everybody's been asking about any sort of secrets or anything you can tell them about season 6. You may or may not be able to do that. You can just say thumbs up or thumbs down. Any insight of what might happen?
We just started filming like last week, so I can't tell you anything. I don't want to give it away. I have to give you guys something to look forward to.
Okay.
And I'll get fired if I say that.
Oh, there it is. That's the real truth.
Yeah.
Is there a particular character you relate to the most? I think
Philippines. Hi, love you guys. Sorry.
It's okay. You see any questions?
Pakistan. Hello, guys. California. Not so far.
Buffalo, New York.
But love me some California.
Your friends are so good. Someone says
London. I'm not even going to do the English accent. I almost did.
London. I won't do any of that. Okay. Your favorite childhood memory? Don't get too dark.
Why would you assume that I have a dark childhood?
I don't know. I hope it would, and I hope if it was, it wouldn't be your favorite memory.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I have a dark childhood. I had a great childhood. It wasn't like I came from a very modest household, and my parents moved to Canada from Bulgaria when I was really little, and we just got by. But that sort of made me appreciate and like I am who I am because of that. And I actually had to work for something and had aspirations and goals, and that's what gave me the drive to get to where I am now. And I take care of my family now because they took such good care of me when I was younger.
Very, very sweet. We have a lot of questions about your family.
Can I put this up here?
You can put that wherever you want.
Cool beans. Oopsies. There we go.
Hi, everyone. I get that guy right there.
Thank you. Sorry, guys. My dressing room is so messy right now because I just got back and I haven't organized everything yet.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and ask this question. Are you messy or more of a neat freak?
Oh, my goodness. I like to be neat. That is the goal. Hold on, I'm trying to center. Okay. I like to be neat. I like to be organized, but sometimes things get crazy, you know? So, depends.
Usually, how many days do you have to study the script for one episode?
It depends. It really depends on how much dialogue I have. But I definitely, one of my tricks is that I read and I practice and go over my dialogue right before I go to bed, especially like a few extra times. And then the last thing I'll do is say all my lines in my head when I'm in bed, like eyes closed, about to fall asleep. Because I figure if that's the last thing I'm thinking of before I go to bed, it'll sort of sink in overnight, and it totally works.
So you do that if you have any friends spending the night? I mean, just friends. Just curious. If I have friends or girlfriends or other friends, I definitely ask people to help me practice right before I go to bed. Is there a particular actor or actress you want to work with in the future?
Yeah. Oh,
That's fine.
We have a visitor.
Oh, a visitor. Oh, my God.
Who's visiting? Hold on one second. Somebody's coming. I'm literally on set shooting right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm going to get your
stuff. Yep. Here you go.
Activities.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I am literally on set right now. I was shooting right before I came here, which is why we were a little delayed. And now we're on my lunch break, so people are popping in and out.
Explain to them that your lunch break is at almost 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, by the way, it's our lunch break right now. And in Atlanta at the moment, it's almost 9 o'clock at night. So basically, no matter what time we start, let's say we start at 6 in the morning, lunch will always be 6 hours after we start. So today we started at 2 p.m., which is why our lunch break was supposed to be at 8. 8? Yeah, but we went late.
Sorry.
We were shooting on set. We took longer on set, so we pushed lunch to 8:30, and we always get 30 minutes at lunch. And catering is awesome. We have the best catering on set, which is why I have to work out extra hard after a work day because I eat so much.
Okay, so Mara Durgan asks, and I'm sorry I keep forgetting to mention people who ask these questions, but when you first began acting, did you ever have breakdowns in which you thought you weren't going to make it, and what might be the best way to handle that?
Yeah, I definitely did. Especially when I first started. But at that point, when you first start acting, you don't get to pick what you go in for. And also, oopsies, can I put that there?
You can put that whatever the hell you want.
Okay, I want them to be able to hear you better with the questions.
Did they say they can't?
I don't know, I just figured.
Oh, so
Anywho. So when I first started acting, you don't really choose. You don't get to choose what you go in and out for. And also, a lot of the casting directors or directors, even if you're not right for the part, you kind of want people to start to get to know you. And even if you're not, let's say the role is for a blonde, you still go in anyway, because if you're a good actor, they notice you and then they'll remember you for other things in the future.
Okay, what's the hardest character you've ever played?
Goodness. I guess the most challenging has been what I'm doing right now, because I play 3 roles, or used to, and so it's been like bouncing from character to character and then constantly changing and thinking about lines and keeping them different, and so they're not the same. That's always been tricky and a lot of work.
There were a lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
So here's a little fun one. Are you a night owl? Eloise asks, are you an early bird?
I'm probably a night owl, but honestly, our schedules are so wishy-washy, and like sometimes we start at 6 in the morning, sometimes we start at 6 at night and finish at 6 in the morning. I kind of just sort of have conditioned my body to sleep whenever I hit a pillow, and whenever I just fall asleep or hit the bed, it's just time to go to bed, and I sleep for about 8 hours after that.
Okay, speaking of which, a lot of people ask the same question, so it's hard for me to get everyone's name, and I can't even pronounce this one. But speaking of being at home and hitting your head on the pillow, what else do you enjoy doing when you're at home?
You know, I never used to watch any television at all, but lately, in the last 6 to 8 months, I've just kind of become such a homebody. Maybe I've been tired, and the work schedule is crazy, and I just came back from a month of traveling, and now that I'm home, all I've been doing for the last week and a half has just been a couch potato. I've been watching, I just discovered Friday Night Lights. I know, I'm a couple years behind, but I just started on Friday night watching, I saw the pilot, fell in love, and then I've already, I think I've only got 2 more episodes of season 1 of Friday Night Lights, and I'm obsessed. I'm probably going to get through the whole run of the show for the next 2 weeks, and then hate my life, because then it'll be over.
Okay, City of Dobrev wants to know.
City of Dobrev, what do you want to know?
What's the best advice someone has ever given you? And then maybe you can dispense some advice back. We'll get to that question, actually. So
where's my phone? My quotes are the best advice I get. I get daily advice all the time. Where's my phone?
I don't know, is that your phone?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, she's grabbing her phone.
I just posted a tweet and an Instagram the other day that I really liked.
Is that one about this one? I saw
you cannot you cannot hang out with negative people and expect to live a positive life. I thought that was some good advice that I found on the internet, and it's very true. Also, there's a million. That's why I post them on Twitter, because I find them inspirational and awesome. So hopefully my quotes are that I find, the quotes that I find that give me advice, hopefully you feel the same way. And
that's cool.
Yeah.
So we have about a little more than 10 minutes left, and we can go maybe a few minutes extra if we want to. But
for sure.
Do we want to show anyone around, or no? We want to.
Do we want to show? Do you guys want to come around with me and check out? I'm a little embarrassed about my dressing room right now, so I don't want to show you too much. But I can walk down the hallway and give you a little on-set tour if you're okay with it. But you have to be quiet.
Let's give it a whirl. Okay, hold on a second. Let me grab this guy.
Okay.
I'm doing this guy. I'm carrying that with you.
Ready?
Okay, let me do that.
Do I need to unplug?
More questions? Well, you're going to just unplug that stuff.
Which one?
And then we're going to pull this up so your levels are higher.
Okay.
And let's do it. Watch your step.
Okay, well, again, you saw my my surfboards. These are my curtains. This is... Look, there you are! There you are! Hello, say hello to yourselves. Oh, sorry.
That's me.
Sorry, guys. Say hello to yourselves. You're in the mirror. And then, if we're going to walk out, This is the hallway this is where all the magic happens. I'd like to introduce you guys to some of our crew. Say hello to Cornell.
Hi.
Brandon and Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Come here, girl.
What's up? Good to see
Jessica's my stunt double and good friend on TVD. I mean, look at her. How lucky am I to have that?
you. No, how
as my
lucky am
stunt
I?
double? This is Brandon.
Oh, hello.
Brandon's been with us from day one, basically. And he's not too bad himself either. He's also very modest, as you can see.
Oh, this? Me? Please. No photography.
This is our hairstylist. She's responsible for this beautiful work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tyrese, aka Ty Guy.
Hello.
You know, I feature. Hi, there you go. I feature, like, we post a lot together. Ty and I, we really, really love each other.
Always hanging
really
out?
love each other.
Sorry.
Don't ever look at me. Don't tell me what to do, Ty. Don't tell me what to, we love each other. We're like the best of friends.
Is this Paul? You're introducing
This
me?
is my co-star Paul Wesley. And now we're going back. We are back, everybody. They just saw you in the mirror crouching down, by the way.
Sorry, I was trying to get out of the way. I'm
Smooth
back
criminal.
See, people at home, you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And,
So, welcome back. Oh my God,
Sit-
my room is
wow.
so messy.
What happened?
My room's just really messy. I'm embarrassed.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's go. We have more questions.
We have more questions, y'all.
Let's see if we can pick anything from here. Was that crazy, everyone? Was that sort of super cool?
They're all like, Ian, that was Ian, that wasn't Paul. You guys are very observant.
Okay. Let's get back to this. Yeah. Do you have you're obviously very fashionable. So Petrova wants to know if you have, who's your fashion icon or maybe your favorite designer.
Well, I have a lot of favorite designers and a lot of people that, you know, I love Monique Lhuillier and Vera Wang and Versace and Chanel and a lot of like smaller designers too, like up and coming designers, Rebecca Minkoff and like there's so many. That's the great thing about fashion. You can play around and do whatever. You get to try out a lot of different things. Oh, should we put this on too?
Yeah, you could do that. Why not?
Sorry guys, un momento amigos. we go.
Yeah.
Bam, crushed it. These are my girlfriends, Hillary and Ebo. Hillary, Ebo. You've seen me post about them quite a bit, probably.
Let's see. Okay, so is there a particular scene that's really difficult for you? And before you answer that question, can you take a sip of that? So then maybe, because I'm gonna probably auction that off. And that bottle,
I did earlier.
I might send that bottle that she's drinking from right here to one of the top tippers. She doesn't know that yet, though. Okay, so what was the most difficult scene for you to shoot?
I don't know. There's so many scenes. It's really hard for me to pick one that's difficult.
Okay, well, let's move ahead. That's fine. I'm sure there is. Okay, you know, I think you're gonna like this question. So Phonice Desir asks, "Hey Nina, what kind of music do you like?" And then maybe I'll just give you all this together because Lavato Dobrevs wants to know you have a favorite song at the moment. And then many other people asked if there was a particular artist that you're listening to right now that they might maybe want to be aware of.
I'm literally going to pull up my phone right now and take a look because I have a couple of playlists that I, from the summer that, by the way, I'm going to auction off this iPhone case as well.
Whoa.
To anyone who wants it. All right, so I shot in Baton Rouge this summer. I shot a movie called Final Girls, and so we drove to New Orleans quite a bit on the weekends and stuff. So I have a few. Do we have to put the level down?
No.
Okay,
Was
cool.
it people saying that?
No, I'm just saying.
No, it's fine.
Okay, I'm
We're
just
good.
checking, just triple checking.
I'm pulling down a little bit.
So yeah, I mean, I have a lot of Drake. Obviously, he's a buddy of mine, and he has a new album coming out and a new tour that he just announced. So, we got into quite a bit of Drake, like Anyway, I'm mumbling. There's, who's this? Martin Garrix? Is that how you say his name? Animals? I love that song. I don't know why. It just makes me happy. The Man by Aloe Black. I'm the man. I don't know why I love that song. Best Day of My Life by American Authors. Pompeii Bastille. Gorilla by Bruno Mars. Sexiest song on the planet.
Yes.
Talk Dirty to Me, another incredibly sexy song. Wow. Jason Derulo was just the best. And I just got to hang out with him at the World Music Awards a month ago. He was performing there, and he's such a fun, cool guy. Like, nothing but amazing things to say about him. Oh, and there's another artist that was that was performing at the World Music Awards that I had never heard before, because he's in Europe, and so he tours Europe a lot, but I don't think he's broken out yet in the States. Have you ever heard of Bastian Baker?
I think I have.
He's really good. He's like a kind of pop folky rock artist, and I don't know, like his music's really, really, really good. I really like great stage presence. So,
is he on Twitter or Instagram or any of that stuff?
Yeah. I think I tweeted about him a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, he writes his own stuff. He's really cool. Who else? We've obviously, you know what? I know shameless not self-promotion, but like shameless co-star promotion. She's my friend, but honestly, I actually listen to her music. Katarina Graham, she has a song called Power that every time I'm at the gym, it gives me so much power to just like run, and like gives me motivation. I really love that song. What else? MGMT and like M83 top 5 for sure. Bad Things by Miyoko. I think that's how you say it, Miyoko. She was with Drake on his tour for a while. There's one song that's inappropriate that I don't know if I can say. Like the title is inappropriate.
F?
It's called F You Better, but it's not F You. It's spelled full out, like the whole word, by Neon.
Y-O-U.
By Neon Hitch. And it's just a funny like joke song between me and my girlfriends that we always put on, and we have like a whole like lip sync thing. We just think it's funny. It's a little inappropriate. I'm just warning you guys. Make sure you're over 21 if you listen to that song. Let Her Go by Passenger. Rihanna Stay. I love music. Marry That Girl. Oh my god, that song is amazing. Marry That Girl by, what are they called? Queenston. It's just like guilty pleasure. Like I can't like stop singing it whenever it's on the radio. I think it's so catchy. One of those catchy songs.
Okay, I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to ask you a favor, since I haven't been reading people's names and I don't want your fans to be mad at me.
Okay.
So the show is going to end soon, but we can go a few minutes longer. Would you mind just going a few minutes extra?
Yeah,
longer
I'd love
just for me?
to. I'm having
Okay,
fun.
fine.
I want to hang out with you guys longer.
Oh, okay, but we only have a maximum.
Wait, hold on. Tara Lynn, thank you. Thank you, Tara Lynn. I see you. Munchkin kicking ass. That's right. I would like to clear something up.
Go for it.
So I just finished a movie called Final Girls that I mentioned earlier, and my co-star on the film, Alexander Ludwig, aka @Alexander Ludwig on Twitter, seems to want to, fight back and say that he's gonna try to beat me with the whole Team Viking thing. But Dobrev owns me. I see that team. Thank you. I just saw team Dobrev owns me say that they're team Munchkin as well. I appreciate all the support. You guys kick ass. You're the craziest, most awesome, most aggressive fans in the world, which is why you're the best warriors for me, especially when I have a rival fun game, aka the scare game. So Alexander and I had a competition who can win, who can scare the other person, pop out of behind a door or jump out of a trailer and just scare that out of each other. By the end of the production on the final day, I was winning 20-6, and I posted a video, I think you guys all saw it, about how I jumped out and I clearly won. And he was a little emasculated because he's 6'5" and he's basically a real Viking. But the little Munchkin, little Dobrev, beat him. And I told him that if he was oh, well, you know what? I'm going to come to Europe because I know you're visiting Europe. If you're done, hit the end show now.
No,
Hold on.
You're fine. Let it go.
Leave it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just means that you have a maximum. So we can't do it forever.
Cool. So, basically, he's shooting in Dublin, Vikings, and he told me, well, I'm going to find out where you are, and you're not going to know, and I'm just going to come, and I'm going to surprise you and scare you, and then I'll win the game. And I was like, okay, fair enough. If you do that, totally, you win. But instead, while I was in Europe traveling anyway, I ended up surprising him and going to Dublin and organizing a whole thing with his production, and I popped out and scared him, and I posted that video a few days ago, and he had no idea, and you guys saw he was absolutely scared shitless, and so I won. I mean, he said it himself, like that was game over. Whoever won that scare, the Europe scare, won everything. And then he proceeds to post something afterwards saying that it's not over yet. Well, sorry, Alex, to break your heart, but it is over. It's done. I killed ya. I crushed it. I won the scare competition. Munchkin victory. So thank you to the Munchkin supporters, and I'm sorry to all of you Viking supporters, but can't always win.
What are you doing with that thing? Hanging on to that thing.
Yeah, I'm hanging on to it.
Okay. All right. So fine. So Anna Laura Busy said it's hard to have such a huge influence on teenagers, especially girls, right? What do you think about eating disorders? It's pretty serious.
Oh wow, we just took a turn in a different direction.
We'll come back to fun. We just gotta hit
Yeah,
that for a second.
no. I mean, I think it's incredibly important for girls to be healthy and safe and not do things like, make decisions that will affect their health. And I think appearances have become like such a big thing. Like girls are so concerned with what they look like, but they don't think about the repercussions that it'll have in the future. And I think that you end up looking better if you just take care of yourself in a healthy way and just eat right and exercise and have fun and laugh a lot and just be good to your body, because your body is what's going to sustain and get you through the rest of your life. So I would definitely say that's what my thoughts.
Okay, so just some quick yoga things, and I'll just throw this out because Mara Durgan asked about, can yoga help actors throughout... Mara Durgan? Mara Durgan, yeah. Okay, can yoga help actors throughout the script reading process? Can it be an alternative way to handle emotions? And then while you're talking about yoga, Naisha Fritz also said, apart from yoga, what other activities do you do to keep fit? And is it true you're opening a studio? So this all about like in the fit vibe.
Well, I think, yoga's helped me a lot because it helps me sort of unwind and have some time to not, because my life's so crazy and like so many things are happening, so many people on set, so many people just everywhere all the time, and it's the one place where I get to just unwind and just be by myself and with my own thoughts for once. It calms me in many ways. So yeah, I think it definitely helps because I can do that there, so then I can be more focused in my work as well. And I am considering opening up a studio, but I'm still not ready to talk about that yet. And what else was there?
Do you have a biggest phobia? Unless you want to, you're talking about what other activities you do besides yoga, but maybe you'll tell us what your phobia is, and then we'll learn from that.
Yeah, I definitely. By the way, Christian _Hicks, props. Look at that. Crushing it. You're number one right now. Awesome. Thanks.
Surf Liz 1, close behind.
Yeah, Surf Liz 1 is not far behind. And Elise Fritzy, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is number 3. We got Valeria and number 4, and Catherine Pierce is still at number 5. You guys are kicking ass. Thank you.
Awesome.
What?
So, phobia.
Oh, I'm arachnophobic. It's true. I know. It's embarrassing, but that such a big person like me could compared to the actual spider can be so can be such a big fear of mine. But I just don't like anything with more than 2 legs. Is that weird to me? That's not true. I like my cat, and she has 4 legs.
Okay,
but you know what I mean. I don't like ruby crawlers. If you can slip into my mouth in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping, that's just weird.
Okay, so Neens Brev might have asked my favorite question of the night. If you were Santa, who would you want to sit on your lap?
That's a good one. I like that. I forgot. God, the great thing about being Santa Claus is that you get a lot of people to sit on your lap.
Yeah, you do.
I would love for, as of recently, because of the whole Friday Night Lights discovery, if Taylor Kitsch sat on my lap, if I was Santa Claus, I would not be opposed to that. Also, God, there's so many people.
Okay, so Dobrev wants to know if you can lean closer to the camera and say hello to your fans, but you're pretty close already.
Dobrev with 3 V's is asking me what I think about Kristen Stewart, and I think she's awesome. I just hung out with her at Paris Fashion Week, and she was really cool. Cool chick.
Cool. Jump in any of those anytime you want.
Do you have an address that we can send letters?
You do, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll send it. We're going to write a letter to everyone after. Maybe we'll include that. Okay, this is maybe...
Have I been to Singapore? Yeah, I just went to Singapore a couple weeks ago on a connection to Bali. That was really cool.
My personal favorite question from I Love Nina.
Can you say, Alexia, I love you, please? Alexia, I love you.
Please.
Please.
Okay, here's your question from I Love Nina. Will you please do more of these live chats in the future?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, depending on how this goes, and it seems like you guys are all like down to hang out. If you guys come and hang out with me, I'd love to hang out with you guys again.
DTH, down to hang.
Down to hang. I'm DDH?
DTH, down
I'm
to
down
hang.
I'm such a loser. I'm DTH.
Okay.
Right? Come on.
Okay, wipe a tear from your eye for this one. Schmoydy, SCHMOYDY, wants to know if you will help him propose to his girlfriend.
I hope your girlfriend isn't on this.
Is she? Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know. How do you find out? But
how do we find out? Oh my God.
Hopefully she's not on here too and watching this, because then just cat's out of the bag.
But if she is, maybe just in case, should we say something?
Will you marry him?
There you go. There you go. Okay, well, then you just asked.
Is that... Oh, shoot. Sorry, I thought I saw something be like, no.
Well,
like
the
we
question
ruined
was
it.
asked publicly.
LOL, somebody's laughing.
And we just broke that up. Okay. Do you think you're personally more like Elena or Catherine?
I think I have a little of each in me. And I always say this, depending on whether it's night or day, after hours.
Okay. Do you have a favorite idol from when you were a teenager?
Yeah, Rachel McAdams was always one of my favorites growing up because she's Canadian and so am I. And so I remember watching her movies and hearing her success story and how hard she worked, and people that knew her said nothing but the best things about her. And so I really looked up to her and wanted to follow in her footsteps. And I've met her a couple times since, and she's really sweet. And her sister is a makeup artist, Kayleen McAdams, and she does my makeup. So talk about 6 degrees of separation.
Okay, so are there things, P-Dub X Moldy wants to know if there are things that always make you happy.
Somebody from Brazil just asked me if I would come to Brazil to do shots with them. Well, sure, why not? I'll get in a plane, I'll be right there.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question?
Okay. Wants to know what are the things that make you happy?
Traveling is one of the things that make me happiest, because when I travel, I get to go to new places and meet new people, and I get to, what else? Meeting new people is always so interesting to me, and just sort of like exploring the world and having first experiences, you know. What's your best trip? France, Australia, Bali? It went too fast. I can't see who it was that asked that, but I can't say one, or you know, like all of them are so incredible. Every experience is so different. Australia is one of my, if I had a top 5 of all the places that I love the most, I'd say definitely Australia, Bali. Switzerland was amazing. I love Switzerland. It's so cool that you can go to the lake in Switzerland and go to the Alps in the same day. Like you could snowboard or go wakeboarding all in the same day. That's really awesome. And the lake is so beautiful. The water's so blue. Like it's like going to the Mediterranean, you know. Not the Mediterranean, but the Caribbean. It's like crystal clear blue water. I loved Switzerland, and I loved practicing my French. So that was a really awesome experience. And then where else?
A lot of questions for you to practice your French, by the way, tonight.
Oh, really?
A lot of people.
I did. I said hello earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Ça va tout le monde? Qu'est-ce que vous passez? No, wait. I think I said that wrong. Whoops.
You gotta practice your French. That's
I do. I know.
While you're doing that, you can grab questions anytime you want, because I know this
but it's going too fast.
grab some of that. Okay, in the meantime, Eloise590 wants to know what was the last book you read, or maybe you can just say if there's a book
I
you
had it
like.
here a second ago. Where'd it go?
Oh no, did we move your book? That's not it.
I just had it. Well, I don't. I'll tell you what movie I just watched.
This is not it, is it?
Curfew. Uh-oh, they're telling us we have to wrap it up.
Yeah,
I don't want to wrap it up, though. Bob Marley. Just watched this amazing documentary. Oop. Yep.
Marley.
So I thought that was awesome.
Not to be confused with Marley and Me.
Nope. That's a very different movie.
Yeah, I got it. Another interesting. You see anything you like? Another one about yoga, which was like what this was kind of.
Annalise, I love you.
There was what are your favorite yoga? What are your favorite stretches when you do yoga? Please tell me. I would like to be as flexible as you. Got plenty of room.
Well, I'm wearing a short dress. Otherwise, I can't. I would. You know, Shavasana is one of my favorites, which is basically a lying down pose because you fall asleep. Downward dog. The sun salutations are always great. There's so many amazing moves to discover. You just got to go to class, and that's how you'll get more flexible. Practice makes perfect.
Nastya Gakova wants to know. She says, "What is the funniest moment in your life?" So maybe there's a funny moment you want to share, or.
I mean, oh goodness. Actually, you know what? There was a funny moment that happened recently. I was in Bali and I got bit by a monkey. It was a domestic monkey, so I'm all.
Not.
I swear, I have a scar right here on my arm, and I like lost all feeling to my thumb and my pointer finger for about 3.5 weeks, because the monkey bit onto a nerve, and the nerve like basically died for a little while, or like paralyzed part of my hand. But it wasn't the monkey's fault. It wasn't my fault. It was just you know, one thing people don't know is that female monkeys get very jealous of other females if they're around their owner, especially if the owner is a male. And I was like with 10 of my friends at a friend's house in Bali, and he had a monkey, and I wasn't even talking to him. I was standing next to him talking to someone else, but because I was standing next to him, the monkey just went berserk and just had a little friendly bite, but wasn't so friendly. And
So that's the funniest moment.
yeah, I mean, I thought it was really funny because, you know, her name was Darling, but she was kind of a bitch.
Wow.
I thought the irony of that was sort of funny.
And
I laugh about it. Like, I didn't take it. I'm not dramatic in that way.
Crazy.
I mean, it hurt a little bit when it happened, but I cleaned it up pretty well and then laughed about it after, because, I mean, who gets bit by a freaking monkey? I do. Like, everything. That's one thing. Like, my friends call me Klutz. That's one of my nicknames, because I literally am such a klutz. Every bad thing always happens to me. Like I can't go anywhere or do anything. Like, not a single day of my life can go by without something happening to me. I'll either be talking to someone, run into a pole, or I'll trip on my shoelace, or I'll be texting and just like, again, hit a pole, or like run into a fence, or get bit by a monkey, or, I mean, like, it always happens to me. So it's an ongoing joke between my friends and I.
Okay, I just want to throw something in really fast, because we are going to get, that is the maximum amount of time we have left.
Oh, okay.
So we will have to stop at some point, but we still have a few more minutes, everyone.
We have a few more minutes, and the
chat. I mean, the tipping.
They're still holding strong in terms of the numbers. Christian Hicks is still number 1, and Catherine Pierce is at number 5.
It's great. Okay, so I just want everyone to know really quickly that, again, we don't know yet. After this is over, we're going to sit down, Nina, and we're going to go through some stuff and make some really cool prizes for the top tippers. But definitely want to thank you guys, because this is all about charity, and I definitely want to thank Nina for going so long. We're going to go a little bit longer, but definitely want to acknowledge that she has gone way beyond what she told me she was going to do. So that obviously means she's having an awesome time with you guys, which is super cool. Speaking of talking about charities and all that good stuff, so one more thing I just want to, so again, what you're going to get is literally what we put together and what Nina wants, so that's going to be really cool. So you just know she put it together for you, so I hope that means a lot to you. Speaking of, Naisha Fritz wants to know, is there a way you would like to be remembered? How would you like to be remembered? And talking about charity right there.
Wow. I would like to be remembered as a good person who tried to, I mean, I definitely want to make a mark in the world. I want to, in many ways, not just one. I'd like to be known as a good actress, a professional, a good person who works hard and I care about everyone, and I care about the world, and I definitely want to make a mark and affect people and hopefully make an impact on people's lives in whatever way that is.
Okay, this may not be actually a question, maybe what we call rhetorical, but PWXM or PWX Smoldy says, do you know how perfect you are? Would you like to answer that, or should we just move on?
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Okay,
but thank you. That's very sweet.
Another question from Mara Durgan is, in the business world, actors need to create a veil to prevent their own, or protect, she said prevent, but protect their own privacy. How long does it take you to trust someone in a new friendship? It must be hard for you, right?
Huh, interesting. Yeah, it is. It is tricky, and it's especially hard for me because I tend to, like, my friends and family actually tell me that I need to pull back a little bit and be a little bit more wary. I meet people and I constantly, like, I'm very open and very trusting, and I've been not burned necessarily, but I've been a little too, given a little bit too much of myself at times, and so now I actually have a quote on my board right in front of me that Evan read, and he wants me to mention it. And actually, Rihanna wrote that on my. See, it says "Love you, Ree." Rihanna wrote that on my whiteboard when she came to visit. Rihanna Capri, who's my hairstylist and best friend, she said, "You don't need a certain number of friends, just a number of friends that you can be certain of." And I absolutely live and believe that is true.
Wow, super cool.
Thanks.
That's funny that I pointed that out. Okay, so a lot of questions around your mother. So Stylish Neens.
I think somebody said to say "Je t'aime, Marina." I think that was your name, or Martina. I'm not sure, but
you said
it went too fast.
What impact has your mom had on your acting career and success?
I'm reading stuff.
That's okay. Do that.
What did you?
Reading questions
There's
in real
so
time.
many. I love you, Sammy. Okay. I can't read it. It's too fast.
What impact has your mom had on your acting career and the success of your mom?
My mom has always been really supportive. They didn't want me to do this at first because they were scared about whether or not this business was very superficial, and it is in ways, but they know that I'm not that kind of person. I won't be affected by that. But she's my rock. She's she brings me back to earth if I ever start to fly away a little bit, and she's always given me love and support, and she's one of the realest people I know.
Interesting, cool. So City of Dobrev wants to know, when did you decide you wanted to be an actress? Is this something you've always wanted?
No, I never thought necessarily acting. I knew I would do something in the entertainment world, whether it be performing as a gymnast or, a dancer or whatnot, but I started always doing stuff like that growing up, and then it wasn't until high school when I went to a performing arts high school in Toronto, for those Torontonians watching, called Wexford Collegiate School for the Arts. That's when I discovered that I loved acting and I loved being on stage and performing, and I kind of went from there. I was about 16, 14, 15, somewhere in that range.
It's funny, I saw this question earlier and I laughed about it, but I wonder if they can answer it differently. So Miley, Nina Love wanted to know, what's an ideal date for you? But maybe she doesn't mean what type of person, guy, but like what might be something that'd be interesting that you'd like, because maybe they want to know, like, what would they,
Yeah, fun. I mean, I don't know for advice for you guys. I'm weird like that. Like, I don't actually like a date per se. I like things to happen organically. Like, I don't think I've ever been on a proper date. Like, I've always
come to the door.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I usually get to know someone from work or from
something that'd be interesting that you'd like, because maybe they want to know, like, what would they,
Yeah, fun. I mean, I don't know for advice for you guys. I'm weird like that. Like, I don't actually like a date per se. I like things to happen organically. Like, I don't think I've ever been on a proper date. Like, I've always
come to the door.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I usually get to know someone from work or from friends of friends that introduce you, and then you start hanging out in a group scenario, and then things just sort of happen. Or, I just like it to be organic. I've never had someone ask me to dinner, pick me up, take me to a restaurant, and get to know each other that way. I've had boyfriends take me to dinner once we're dating already, but